Legendary.
Anyway, like I said, today is the Saturday, the 17th is when we're recording this. Let's get our one day in history, or I just called it our history lesson. And like I said, Petey couldn't actually be here, but she did. She didn't phone it in, although we may phone her later.
That's a great
we can try to phone her. Yeah, well, she didn't, because she's driving. She didn't know where she'd be or when she'd be. We may try to reach her later on yet, but right now we just have the pre-recorded thing. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Petey.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Hello, PSNORKIS people. I can't be with you there live today, but I wanted to just make sure that you got your history lesson of the day. I wanted to make sure that you knew what happened on July 17th in whatever year. So we're going to do the history lesson. In 1945 on this date, World War II was ending. The leaders of the Allied nations, which is Winston Churchill, Joseph Stalin, and Harry S. Truman, met in Potsdam to decide the future of a defeated Germany.
Now, can you imagine that back when Stalin was sort of a friend of ours?
I remember.
That must have been really weird.
Well, it is now, but yeah, back then it's like anything to beat Hitler and the Nazis, in Nazi Germany. It's like we take any help we could get. I mean, it was a desperate situation.
And I think that's where the term Potsdam came from. No?
Potsdam?
No.
I don't. I think that's where Pottsville came from.
Pottsville. All right.
But that also explains Yingling Brewing and why their beer is so bad. But anyway, that's just my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Wow.
I think when it comes to Stalin, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's
is a phrase
that's exactly what it was.
Truly
that's
in play
exactly
here.
what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised of all people, Churchill didn't say anything, because he was very blunt.
He was like me.
Exactly.
Could you imagine him as a radio host or something like that? God, that would have been so much fun.
Hilarious.
That would have put Howard Stern to shame, which doesn't take much because he is shameful.
Wow.
But,
A lot of things we can't say.
hence I said this is our last practice session.
Let's get it all out.
But the language, I told you I'm going to watch the language,
watch the
but
language.
I'm not going to watch the other stuff.
All right, that's good.
Today's show is absolutely positively not a safe space, okay? If you have like little bitty, snowflake feelings, just change the channel, because this is not the show for you today.
No safe word. No safe word.
No safe word.
All right. It's a deal.
I think Dr. Mike is becoming the master of the privy.
I think our safe word would be PSNORKIS, wouldn't it?
It could be. Is that safe?
It depends on how you do it. All right, back to PD. Oh. No. Bugger. I hit the wrong button, which can happen.
Can't take him anywhere.
It's because I looked away. I had a finger over the button. I looked away. My finger moved, and I ended up hitting the wrong one.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And, yeah, it's just...
Control your finger.
Bugger. Well, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. But that's another... yeah, we're not going to get into that. All right.
In 1955, Disneyland in Anaheim, California, not to be confused with Disney World in Florida, opened its doors by Walt Disney.
Now,
Never been there.
I've never been.
No.
Well, number one, it's in California,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I mean, even Disney, he just like us with this podcast, he had to have rehearsals before he built a good one, and that's what it was.
Which one came first? World or land?
Land?
Land.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah. No, he was limited in the amount of land for Disneyland, and he came over here and bought up a bunch of swampland, and he bought it up under other people's names. He had agents go out and buy these parcels of land because he didn't want, and they were buying them for like $200-300 for like 10-15 acres, because it was at the point like it was swampland. But he knew that if somebody knew it was him, they'd be charging him thousands and thousands of dollars. And the guy was shrewd.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Disney World opened.
No, Disneyland opened. Yes.
Opened. Right.
In the Republic of California.
In the People's Republic
and it's
of
still
California.
Open. That's crazy.
It's not the People's Republic.
It only that's People's Republic of New Jersey, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Actually, it only just reopened. It was
really?
closed for almost a year.
Oh well.
With everything going on. Everybody else is open, and they're finally like, oh, maybe we should too. You think? Your people just might want to get back to work. Who knows? But hey, again,
Not
politics.
in California. Bold of you to assume anyone in California wants to work.
Yeah, that's the truth, isn't it?
In 1984, the national drinking age was changed from 18 to 21. We got to have comments about that. I will say in Pennsylvania for sure, the drinking age had already been 21. So for us, it didn't make any difference.
See, exactly what I was saying.
What's the matter with Pennsylvania?
So many things. Would you like an alphabetized list?
I mean, I didn't
It'll
say
take
what's
some
wrong
time.
with New Jersey. I said what's wrong with Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania has
Commonwealth.
Why would they put that at 21 before anybody else?
same reason that you still can't sell with hard liquor in grocery stores. We only just got the ability to sell wine and beer in a grocery store within the last 10 years. Up until then, it had and all of our liquor stores are state run.
Well,
it goes back to the old blue laws. You can't sell cars on a Sunday.
Right.
You can't sell. Well, now you can sell booze and liquor on a